Sweep it? Steam it? Why use multiple tools to clean up daily messes? Modernize your mopping with the Shark Steam Pickup 3-in-1. Pick up debris, deep scrub, and steam sanitize all at once. Break down and remove tough, stuck-on stains. And enjoy peace of mind with powerful, water-only steam sanitization.
Okay, I feel like I'm watching the next great big thing in cleaning from Shark, because what you're looking at is something that's actually never until today been presented on QVC before, not even on QVC.com. It's our first look at the brand new latest innovation from Shark, and basically it makes that old job of mopping obsolete. And if you have an old steamer, guess what? The steamer could sanitize, but it couldn't scrub, and it didn't pick up. This is truly a 3-in-1. So, you know, those old days of scrubbing your floor can be completely over. I think about, you know, it wasn't that long ago, I had a mop and I had a bucket, and I'd push some dirty water around the floor, right? And then I got really excited. I got my first steamer, probably close to 15 years ago, on QVC, and I loved it. But the steamer, although it sanitized, didn't really pick anything up, and it really didn't scrub, right? This is how you take the ease of kind of just like pushing a vacuum cleaner, but what you get is really this 3-in-1, where it is going to pick up all your debris. It's also going to scrub, so forget the bucket, the water, the scrub brush. You don't need that anymore. I'm talking about like even things that you typically would have to use a scrub brush for. It's going to scrub, but then it's also going to sanitize, like things like killing bacteria on your surfaces with, guess what, chemical-free, just using water, the power of steam. So this is the big thing that we've all been waiting for when it comes to cleaning our floors from Shark. It is the Steam Pickup Hard Floor Cleaning System with 2 brush rolls. We mentioned the 2 brush rolls right off the top because at retail you would never get the 2 brush rolls, you would just get the 1. We're going to tell you why having 2 brush rolls really is so nice. And this is the lowest price we found. So although this is the newest innovation from Shark and it has been so popular, it's getting great reviews, no other retailer, feel free to check it on the internet, no other retailer has this value. In fact, anywhere else to get what we're giving you would be $216.19. So that's about $200 just for the unit itself, and then another $17 for the brush roll. We are doing it for about $50 less, $55 less actually, than just the cost of the unit. So instead of doing it for $216.98, we're doing it for under $145 on Easy Pay, $29. So now you get the great new innovation home for $29. All you have to do is pick your color. I have found out just in the last couple of seconds that eggplant has already sold out. So, and for the day, over 22,000 have been ordered. Eggplant is gone. Here's your stone metallic. Only 350 remain. Now, out at retail, I will tell you, you will find the stone metallic. It's really just like a deep kind of black, and you can see like the silver there. However, at retail, you might find this color, but you're going to pay $217 instead of $145. And then here's some colors that are exclusive to QVC. We have it for you in this beautiful navy. No one else has it at this price or in this color. And we have it in this gorgeous paprika, which is pretty red. Nobody has it in this color or this price. And I was going to tell you about the eggplant, but it just sold out. So do not wait if you want this. It's going very quickly. Our friend Elizabeth Watts is here with us.
Hi, Sandra.
This is the kind of thing that our moms and grandmas would have dreamed about. It would have been like the next best thing to having actually a robot come and clean your house for you, right? Like when you'd watch the Jetsons. Like it almost kind of feels like that. Like I remember my generation too, scrubbing
by
with
hand.
A bucket, yes, or the mop that pushed just a bunch of stuff around.
And either one of those options, you still had to vacuum or sweep your floor.
And you still weren't sanitizing.
You still weren't
sanitizing. You were just pushing it all around.
Yes, so this is kind of some of the things that we thought, you know what, it's, you know, we're Shark, we are always innovating. It's almost 2025. It is time for something new.
Wait, you just picked up a lot of sticky jelly.
Yeah, so I'm starting with sticky. So if you have something super sticky, as Sandra's mentioning, there is a brush roll. You see it, that purple brush roll there. It is turning at a high speed, and the steam is going through there. So I'm able to pick up sticky. Look at this, I'm able to pick up dry, so you don't have to pre-sweep. Most steamers would just push that into the corners of the room, right, Sandra?
Well, and my steamer that I had with the pads could never.
No,
pick that
No.
up.
Now, this is wet. Now, it's really kind of crazy. I'm just going to stop here halfway through. There's no suction happening here. It's that brush roll that's kind of steamrolling over that and flipping all of that wet, dry, goopy, whatever into
So it's not like vacuuming
unit.
it up. It's actually just kind of like sweeping it up.
It is. It's like it's sweeping, yeah. Now, here's a stuck-on mess. We actually give you 2 times better stuck-on mess cleaning or dried-on mess.
And you know what this is good for? All those weird little stains that show up on your kitchen floor because maybe a drop of coffee fell or something when you were cooking. You can sit maybe on your kitchen island and look across your floor and see little spots.
Yeah.
This will take all of that off, and then this is even more stubborn.
Yeah, so this really is stubborn. And so on these, you're going to just go a little bit slower, go back and forth a few times. But Sandra, this is so light. You used it at home, right? It's just
I was using
7
it today at home, and I have to tell you, it's so light. I almost went too fast.
Oh, yes,
because it's just so light.
It's so light.
Which, if you're someone who struggles with maybe dexterity issues, or you know, you have some maybe physical limitations, this is going to be lighter than most any vacuum cleaner you have. But it's going to actually be sanitizing and scrubbing your floors. There's no elbow grease involved in this.
You really could do it with 2 fingers, okay?
You really can.
So let's talk cleanup, because I bet you're thinking, oh sure, you put all that in there and it's going to be disgusting, right? Well, it might be disgusting, but we tried to make it as easy as possible for cleanup. So Sandra, here's what you do. Little tabs on the top of the base here. You're just going to pull that off. That's your lid. Then you're going to pull out this tray. Now look what this ingenious machine does. See how the solids are in this front little tray? It separates the solids from the liquids. There's my juice and all that dirt that was on the floor. I don't really know how they do it, but somehow they siphon that off. And that means for you, it's easier for cleanup. You can take the solids, maybe you want to run them down the disposal.
Yeah, it's not like a vacuum cleaner. We're not worried about like any filter getting cleaned or changing a filter. It all just sits there in that little container. And we're looking at some video right here of that in place too.
Yes, thank you guys for running that. This is your how to clean. Now, here's the funny thing. Most of the time when you're just doing regular cleanups, you're probably not cleaning up the kind of stuff I just picked up. But if you do clean up goopy stuff, you want to take out the brush roll, clean it, do all that stuff, and put it back in. The nice thing is, we're giving you a second brush roll, Sandra.
And why is that nice?
Well, because no one else gets it, number one. So it's a gift for you all. And the other thing is, you always have a dry one ready to go. So my recommendation is at the end of a cleanup, switch them out, put the wet one right here. It's, you know, it's going to be clean because it's self-cleaning. We're going to talk more about that. But you want it to dry, and then you have your clean one ready to go in here.
Okay, I just feel like you have taken, it's like, I had nothing to do with creating this, but I feel like they got in my head and created exactly what I've been looking for, because I have a lot of floor cleaning tools. The only person who loves a clean floor more than me is maybe my husband.
I heard about your husband, and he loves his shark cleaners.
He does. He loves. Oh, he really does love his shark.
I know.
It's so funny. A friend of his just is moving into a new apartment, and this is a true story. Just last night, he was with his friend James, and he came back and he's like, and I was telling him they need to get the shark vac and blah blah blah.
Telling him how to shop.
Like all those things. Exactly. All right. So, but my point is, this is like kind of everything I've ever wanted in a floor cleaner. In that. It's better than my old steaming system where I had to take the pads, pull them off, put them in my washing machine, and that didn't really scrub. It's also better than my other floor scrubbing machine because that doesn't steam.
Exactly.
And I don't really need to vacuum my floor before I do any of it. It is really it's like the best thing from every tool I've ever had.
I agree with you. Okay, so let's do a tour bottom to top.
Please.
Okay, so there's that brush roll. It is made of nylon and microfiber together, so it safely scrubs all your floors. Anything sealed, it's safe on. You have your headlights here. We already showed you under the hood here.
Actually, those lights, that's actually really nice for when you have baseboards. It gets up, you can see everything against the baseboard.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
And it does get very close to the baseboards, I've noticed.
This is only 2.75 inches tall, so it should fit under all your kick plates, okay? So you can get near the baseboards. And then up here, this is what powers it. We had some questions earlier, Sandra. What should I, can I put chemicals or something? No,
please don't.
Do not put water. That's all you need.
Don't get fancy and think you're going to put vinegar in there or anything like that. Like just only plain, just tap water, because nothing will sanitize better than steam that comes from tap water.
It's true. I mean, that's all you need. Right here on top is your steam button. So look at what we have for you. You have 3 different speeds. So I use my low speed on my hardwood floors. I think that's really great. It's just not over much liquid. Then that's the low. There's your medium. And there's your high. So you just choose whatever you want. There you go, once you put the water in. And then Sandra, that is literally
That's it.
When you'll notice mine's not rotating yet and the steam's not happening. So when you pull the handle back, that's when it activates. Give it just a few seconds, mine's already going, to get the steam pouring out of there, and you're ready to go. That's it. That's it. That's how simple.
And that's it. Now you're picking up what is like dry powder, almost looks like cocoa mix got spilled on the
Cake
floor
mix,
or something.
Cocoa mix, something while you were doing your holiday baking. All the way up
so not only did it pick it up though, it scrubbed the floor, didn't leave a goopy mess, and it's sanitized.
Exactly. Great.
For all the things you can't see.
Yeah. And that's really the point, because you know we don't know what's on our floors, and even if you use the mop and bucket or you use those little pads that push around the chemicals, you're not sure you're sanitizing your floor.
That's right. And things like places like around bathrooms, kitty litter boxes, all those places that you really want things to be sanitized. While you're picking that up, if you don't mind, I'm going to come over here very quickly. Go ahead. I just want to give everybody a little update on what's going on. So you can see here in place, there it goes, cleaning that floor, just using the power of tap water. All right, so notice we've lost a color. So as we started this show, before I could even really get to it, eggplant sold out. This has been a wildly popular today's special value. Over 2,200 have been ordered, and over 600 people made this their first purchase ever on QVC. Oh, I said 2,200. I'm so sorry. 22,000. In this show alone, 400 have been ordered. So let me take you through the colors. So we have two exclusive colors. We've got the paprika, which is your red, and it's really just the accent color. We have 2,700 remaining there. Here's your navy. Very, very pretty, like a sapphire color. And then this is called the stone metallic. That is last call. 200 remain there. Now, the stone metallic you can find out at retail. This is Shark's latest innovation. You can find that stone metallic out at retail, but you're going to pay about $217 for what we're going to do for under $145, and then 5 easy payments of $29, and we're going to ship it to you for free. So it truly is a better price than anyone else has. This is one where I'm like, if you're skeptical, get on the computer and look it up. Nobody has this price. Nobody is giving you the extra brush roll, and then of course those exclusive colors. So in the time it took me to explain that, you could have sanitized almost a whole kitchen floor.
Yeah, I did wait for you, but yes, I could have, yes, because it's so fast. So we already picked up some dry stuff. We have cereal in there. Here's our, maybe it's melted ice cream with sprinkles. You didn't see it, fell on the floor last night. You wake up in the morning, and it's kind of melted all over the place. Here's some more dry stuff with the coffee grounds. The neat thing is, it doesn't really matter what you want to pick up, Sandra. It's going to pick it up. So here's a good one. You were just talking about the sanitization, right? Look what we have here. The little doggy accident that happens, maybe you didn't see that right away either.
So the steamer I've had previously is pads. I wouldn't want to clean up after a pet mess and then have it on the pads. That's kind of gross because now I have to come in contact with it.
And put it in your wash machine? Yeah, I agree. Here's something else equally goopy. This is chicken noodle soup. You could use a roll of paper towels to pick up those disasters in the kitchen, but why? This not only picks it up, but it steams and sanitizes.
This is so unique. That's it, right? Because we've had a variety of great floor care tools on QVC.
Oh, sure.
You've done ones that clean and pick up before.
Sure.
But this one actually picks up, scrubs, and sanitizes. So for everyone who loves a steam clean, this is for you.
Exactly.
Where can I run this? Like, what floors will this work on?
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it back up. Notice that the brush roll stops when I put it up. I'm going to put it back over here. We'll clean it in a minute. So this is safe on all your sealed floors. Okay. So your hardwood floors, your laminate floors. We had a question online, what about the glue down, like engineered hardwoods? Yes. What we do is we give you 3 speeds, as I mentioned. So if you're worried about moisture on your floor, just use the low speed. It's got plenty of steam. Yeah. And just, you'll just run it over, keep it moving. That's the only thing you need to do. And when you're done, put it back in the base.
Perfect. Okay. If you do want it in the stone metallic, we are down to what? How many left? Fewer than 100 left. So that's obviously going to sell out in this presentation. If you have your heart set on this color, please order it right this very moment. Otherwise, we have the navy and that cranberry. Oh, no, paprika, excuse me. That is lovely. Where are we headed next?
Let's go over here. Okay. Because we've got all kinds of wonderful flooring. You just asked me the question about what flooring. And I do want to talk to some of the different uses and floorings, okay? So first of all, we have a beautiful, we're showing you how it works. So, this works the same no matter what floor you're using it on, okay? Yeah. Even grout, it's gonna work the same. So it just basically, the rotating brush roll flicks in all the wet and dry, separates it so it's easy for you to clean it out afterwards. Like we said earlier, I actually want to get Sandra to use it some too. Yeah. What we want to do is flip it back, turn it on. Now, you will want to give it a few seconds to activate.
Like, it takes like about maybe 5-10 seconds, I've noticed.
It's really quick. Yeah, it's really quick. All right, I'm going to hand you that.
All right, so now I have to tell you, I've already used this before, but even if I hadn't, really, it's just as easy as vacuuming. So like right now, I'm picking up beads.
It's kind of like you're vacuuming
But I'm not just vacuuming. That's what's really cool. I am picking up debris, I am scrubbing the floor. Watch the scrub. I am also steaming.
Whoa,
look at that.
Look at that marker or crayon.
And if the camera can come up for a second, I want to show you the way this glides. It almost feels, it's not like really, but it almost